Alrighty. So, in your notes, here is the English stuff that we just did, the Battle of Britain. Yes. Now let's do some more. Okay. Where we're at as far as Nazi Germany. It looks like this. Okay. Germany is here. He put troops in the Rhineland. Then he annexed Austria. Then he was given the Sudetenland. And then he took the rest of Czechoslovakia. Then the war starts when he blitzes Poland. All right. Then he comes over here and takes France, but along the way, he takes the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg too. Then he starts the Battle of Britain, where he's constantly nailing, London for 9-ish months. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, Italy. Italy is down here in North Africa. North Africa is not on this map. You're like, yeah, over here. Egypt. Okay. Egypt is owned by England at this point. Well, Italy wants it. So Italy has been fighting, this is weird. Italy has been fighting English troops in Egypt. It's kind of strange, but whatever. Okay. Except the Italians can't beat the English. And Hitler's like, seriously, Mussolini? I mean, he didn't beat him either, but whatever. So Hitler sends one of his big guns, General Erwin Rommel. Did I put his name in here? I just put his last name. General Erwin Rommel. I have a picture of him coming up. Erwin Rommel is pretty much a beast. And this is so weird for people to understand and get. He was part of the German military. He was not a fan of Nazism. How do you fight for Nazi Germany when you aren't a Nazi? Well, you fight for your country. It's weird because, and if I remember right, I think his wife, somebody, it's his wife. Because he's threatened with the family going to camps. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, his wife was Jewish or half Jewish or something like that. But that's beside the point, I guess. Well, I guess it's not, but it doesn't matter. Okay, who cares? But he's not a fan of Nazism. But he's German and he's in the military and he's a general. So he does what he is told. Now, we've had this kind of discussion before. I would hope that I would look at somebody in charge and say, that is morally wrong. And I'm not going to do it. So it's easy for us to be like, oh, what's wrong with those Germans? Would you? I know what you just said in your head. Yes. Okay. Just know that you're going to be sending your grandma to a camp. Or your mom. Or your little sister. Or your dogs. Right, Freya? Freya said, I ain't going in camp. You know my Freya, she will fight and fight and fight. Freya, would you fight? Oh, where is it? Here she is. Would you fight, Freya, baby? And she's not paying any attention. She's watching the mowers outside. Well, now you're looking. Can you say hi, gorgeous baby? You've got to be kidding me. Freya! There she is. Yeah, she's just not interested in you. Go figure. Okay. North Africa. Hitler sends Rommel to North Africa. Okay. Rommel defeats the English. And then he takes Egypt for Germany. Italy's like, dude, you came down here to help us. It's ours. No, we came down here to get it. It's not our fault if you couldn't beat it or beat England. Are Hitler and Mussolini as close in an alliance as people want to think? No. Why is Egypt a big deal? Who gives a rip? Who cares? Two things. One of the reasons is why Napoleon went down there. I hope you've already said it in your head. I'm not telling you. In fact, there will be a place where if you send me a thing and tell me what your two reasons are, I'll give you extra credit. One reason is what Napoleon went to Egypt for. The second reason is even more important. What is in Egypt that England and France did? I taught it in the imperialism unit. Send me a message, send me a remind, send me a reply to this on Canvas, and you'll get a point extra credit for each one. Yep. Because I'm not telling you why Egypt's a big deal, but it is. Did I put it in there? Okay, I was like, if I put it in the notes, seriously, it's a big deal. Two big things. Hitler wants it. Well, look at the date. Oh my gosh, we've jumped. We're in 1943. We're in this war now. Us, America. We get into the war 1941, December 1941, the very end of the year. We decide when we go to war with Japan, you know what, we're going to go ahead and go fight the Nazis too. So we're in this war now. We're going to deal with it more later with the Pacific Theater of War, but just know we're here, okay? There's a plan. It's called Operation Torch. Operation Torch. Look how long this lasts. Look at the dates. November to May. Again. It's a delivery guy, and I really expected all the dogs to go crazy. And he didn't. Or they didn't. Good for my dogs. So anyway, it's another like massive month war. Look at this. November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 7-month battle. Why? Guys, Erwin Rommel is called the Desert Fox for a reason. He is a beast of a general, man. He knows what he's doing. But here's the plan. Here's what Operation Torch is. This right here is General Erwin Rommel. That's him. Okay? This is General Dwight D. Eisenhower. Have you heard of him? U.S. president. I mean, after this, U.S. president. He's a president in the 50s. Okay? Eisenhower right now is one of the U.S. generals, and he's one of the generals that is sent down here to get Egypt back. England says, okay, Rommel is a beast. We got to get Egypt back. Help us. And we're like, okay. So Eisenhower goes down to help. He's helping this English general, Mr. Well, I guess I shouldn't say Mr. General Monty Montgomery. That's what he's known by, Monty Montgomery. I don't even know his first name. I actually really don't know his first name. Look, it's uploading. It's weird, isn't it? Monty Montgomery. Oh, no. General, I guess I need to put in. There we go. So his name is Bernard. Ooh, his middle name is Law. Okay. Oh, and he was a Viscount. That's a really high, like a noble position. So his name is Bernard. Good to know. I've only been teaching for 20 years. Never thought to look it up. General Bernard Montgomery, but he really is known as Monty Montgomery. Okay. Here's the plan. Erwin Rommel is here in Egypt. Oh, son of a biscuit. The Americans are going to attack from this way. The British are going to attack from this way. And we are going to squeeze Rommel and the Germans out. That's the plan. You just keep moving. Just gain ground. Just keep moving. Just keep swimming until they have nowhere to go but out. That's part of why this battle goes on for so long. Okay. Because they're just, all right. They're not trying to completely destroy because they don't think they can, honestly, but they're just trying to push a little bit to push them out. If they can push them out, we're good. We have a hold of Egypt once again. Cool? So, Monty Montgomery, okay, and Eisenhower gonna squeeze Rommel and his men out of North Africa. And it works. This is a definite loss for Hitler. A little side note, when Rommel goes back to Germany, kids always ask these questions. Why was everybody with Hitler? They weren't. I feel like a broken record because I say it so often. They all weren't with Hitler. Again, there were most people who just kept their mouths shut because they were afraid. But there were some people who actually made some plans. There were several assassination attempts on Adolf Hitler. Several, actually, 5 or something. I don't remember the exact number. One of them, he was in the little grenade bomb, whatever explosion, and he did get hurt, but he didn't get killed. I told y'all before, this guy had like so many brushes with death. It's crazy. Montgomery, oh, I'm sorry. I looked at his name. It's not Montgomery. General Erwin Rommel goes back to Germany once he's been kicked out of Egypt, okay, squished out, and was approached. Rommel, you can get close to Hitler. Will you help with this assassination attempt? Now, there's some people who think he didn't. There's some people who say he was involved. Regardless, Hitler found out, and Rommel was approached. Were you part of this? And Rommel was told this. Okay, you have a choice. There's a package at the door. I haven't gotten up yet. They just now brought it. It's a red package. Rommel was told this. You can admit and take this little cyanide pill and commit suicide. Or you can say that you weren't part of this and we'll kill you anyway. And we'll send your family to camps where they belong. What would you do? Well, Rommel takes the cyanide pill. He commits suicide. And oddly enough, he gets a military burial and like a parade and stuff by Hitler. Guys, Hitler can't be seen as having his top people closest to him, one of his best, well-known, beloved generals, possibly in a plot to assassinate him. He can't be seen that way. So when Rommel ends up, dead, they have to still, like, he has to keep up appearances. There's a book written by one of Erwin Rommel's boys. Hold on. Hold on. Is this the one that wrote the book? Well, if he has only one son, then it has to be. Anyway, there's a book that was really. I read pieces of it. I'll have to look it up, and if you're interested in, just ask me in class. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, my father has donated some more toys to our little toy thing. So here's some more Transformer toys. Yeah. A little Rugrats notebook that I'm probably not gonna give you because I grew up on the Rugrats. We'll see. Okay, so Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox, gone. Hitler has lost Egypt. Okay. And now we need to look at his other massive loss. Massive, huge, gigantinormous loss. Russia. Wait a minute. Stalin and Hitler, no, they're not going to go to war because they signed a non-aggression pact. They're not going to go against their word. Whatever. Okay, look. Oh, I probably just made my dumb face too big again. No, it's okay. Huh. Oh, shoot. Look. Okay. Stalin has come over here. And up to this point, like England is like, hello, Russia, where are you? Stalin's like, oh yeah, we're coming. We're just, yeah, that's fine. We're just, you know, hanging out, not really ready to come yet. But yeah, we're on your side, England. Hitler's like, it's time. I think it's 41. Did I put it? Oh, I did. 41. Guys, Hitler's whole like thing is to have an empire that includes Russia. Why bother doing the non-aggression pact with Stalin? Well, to catch him off guard, of course. Hitler says it's time. So, Germany's here. Hitler put troops in the Rhineland. Then he took Austria. Well, he annexed it, I'm sorry. Then he was given the Sudetenland. Then he took Czechoslovakia, and then World War II started when he attacked Poland. Yeah? Then he comes over here to attack France, and he gets the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg in the process. He attacks, whatever this is, England. We don't really deal in here, and I'm sorry, with the Scandinavian stuff, but he will be fighting up here, and he does take some of this, Prussia. Okay. This right here is Italy alliance, and he decides it's time to take Russia. Here's what he does. The border of Russia, yeah, at this point, all he has is Poland and Czechoslovakia. So he can really only attack Russia this way. It's not really good enough for him. So he decides to send his military south. Yugoslavia, Hungary, Albania, Greece, Bulgaria, Romania. He takes all of this, okay? This absolutely shocks me. Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Greece, Yugoslavia. Oh, and Albania is down there too. I just left it out. 2 weeks. 14 days. And he just marches. I mean, he just marches in and is like, okay, you're mine. And they're like, okay, we're gonna give up. This 14 days is probably more travel time than anything. All of this in 14 days. Now he can attack this way, and this way. And that's his plan. Okay, look. This map right here doesn't really go far enough over with Russia, the USSR, Russia, whatever you want to call it. So the cities aren't in the right place. That's okay. We have 3 big industrial cities that Hitler wants. The capital city now is Moscow. Okay. St. Petersburg up here has been renamed Leningrad. Grad means city, city of Lenin. And then down here, this is Stalingrad, the city of Stalin. All 3 of those are industrialized cities, and especially this one, Stalingrad, and this one, Leningrad. They're producing wartime stuff. Okay. A couple of questions first. Can Hitler blitz Russia? No. A couple of reasons why they can't, or why he can't. Reason number 1 is this. Look how big Nazi Germany is now. You have to keep soldiers over here and 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 here to keep people in line. So every time he takes over something else, he has to leave groups of soldiers there to keep the order. So his military is starting to get really pretty spread out. Okay. Where in the past they had million, I mean, they do still have, I don't know what forces. I don't know if I put that detail in here. I did. So in the past where he had like 3 million troops, he's down to about 2 million. Okay. Because all the rest of them are spread out everywhere. Guys, he took 1.5 million just into this area right here. And he's only going to take 2.5 million into Russia. The other thing with Russia, you can't blitz it because it's too big. They're going to see you coming 10 days in advance. I think more than that. It's too big. And again, these cities aren't really this close to the border. I just stuck them here. Okay, because again, like Moscow should be like way out here somewhere. But they're just stuck on here. Here's his plan. He's going to split his troops into 3. All right. Some of them are going to come up north and deal with Leningrad. Some of them are going to come here in the middle and deal with Moscow. And some of them are going to come down here and deal with Stalingrad. Huge mistake. The Russian military is much better now than it was in World War I. Under Joseph Stalin, it's a lot better. Okay. But it's not better than the German military at this point. Russia's not a world power yet. Okay. It's not better than the German military. But think about the sizes. Think about the sizes of the militaries. Hitler's going in with 2.5 million troops. There's billions in the population of Russia, I think. It's huge. You're going to see a shocking number in a little bit, or you may have already seen it, but you'll see it eventually. The number that Stalin has is just crazy. That's a problem. It's 2.5 million troops. What Hitler should have done is he should have taken all 2.5 million troops straight to Moscow, found Stalin, and killed him, not played around. But he's thinking this. If I can get a hold of Leningrad and Stalingrad, I can actually use their factories to produce wartime stuff, and then I can have more stuff. Guys, this is getting to be too big. Hitler needs more supplies. They need more ammo, they need more stuff. So he's thinking these are big deal industrialized cities. They have stockpiles of stuff. I get those. I'm good. So here's the plan. Troops come up here, troops come here, troops come here. He's expecting that Stalingrad and Leningrad will fall much easier than the capital city of Moscow. So after we have Leningrad, we come down and help. After we have Stalingrad, we move up and help until we get Moscow. I get it. It's not a terrible plan. It's just not a good plan. Knowing the numbers of Russia. Numbers. And the winter. A pesky Russian winter. Hurt Napoleon. It's gonna hurt Hitler. Look at the city of Leningrad way up here. And again, in reality, it's farther north. But I just don't have room on this picture. Look at the latitude of Berlin compared to the latitude of that. That's a lot colder. And you know what? I'm a nerd, okay? Duh. And there's this island that I love. It's actually like a set of islands. Let me show you because this is so cool and I was blown away by this. This is really cool. Let's just do a this is really cool, I promise. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. This map will work. I was so just like, what? When I found this out. Save. Watch, hang with me. This is cool. Okay, look. Okay. So we have, oh, I can't make it bigger. Okay, that's okay. Just go with me. All right, so we have a world map, yeah? Okay, look right here. And I'm sorry I can't make it bigger. I don't know why I can't make it bigger, but I can't. Okay, check this out. So this right here is Germany, yeah? Okay. Latitude-wise, Leningrad, which used to be St. Petersburg, is like way up here. Okay, it's a lot farther north than Germany. Yeah. Okay, check this out. There's this set of islands that I have, kind of recently been looking at way up here. Do you see this? Yeah. It's the farthest north inhabited city in the world. It's called Longyearbyen. The islands are Svalbard. Okay, owned by Norway. Look how far up it is. Look where we are. Look where Germany is. Look where St. Petersburg is. Look where Svalbard is. Farthest northern cities up here. Okay, check this out because this blew me away. Do you know Siberia in Russia is actually a lot colder than Svalbard? Russia, because of the way the winds blow, it's colder than up here. I was like, nuh-uh. Yeah. I even looked it up because I'm a nerd. It's really cool. And check this out. Hitler is not ready for this winter up here at all. I mean, if he knew his history, he might. But he doesn't know his history. Look. Oh, I just put my head there. I forgot. Hitler sends troops, okay, way far north. But this is colder than what I just showed you, Svalbard. It's so much colder. This is the plan. Choo, choo, choo. Yeah? Oh, did I not include it? Das nicht gut. I can't show you this. Okay, I have pictures. I got this. Stupid virtual learning. Yeah. Okay, look. Let me grab this. I'm Momenta. I have them. I just don't have them up here. Okay, there's Erwin Rommel. Oh crap, I don't have them. What? Okay. I have pictures. Maybe they're in my pre-AP stuff. But I have pictures where I'm a nerd and I have kept up with the weather in certain places that is not just Midland. Can you see it right there? It's the weather. Those are the cities I keep up with. Look at that third one down. Longyearbyen. Told you. That's an island. Okay, look at St. Petersburg, Russia. The high today, it's July 1st. There we go. The high today in St. Petersburg, Russia is 61. Okay. Let's look at the low is 48. Okay, so if it is July 1st and the low is 48 and the high is 61. What about the winter? See, I have pictures where I've taken like weather things to show you because in October we start having like full-fledged winter in Russia. Not winter like we have in Texas that's like 30 degrees for, 2 seconds. And if we get snow, it's gone, in a couple hours. I was watching a thing the other day that said that in the winter it can be negative 80 or something in Russia. Negative 80. Like we closed school for a while when it was -4. Yes, for real. Guys, the winter, they're not prepared for it and they don't know how to fight in it. The siege of Leningrad and the siege of Stalingrad are just awful. Not just for the war, the fighting that you see, look at all the rubble. Um, but the starving, the freezing. See, Russia's doing something called, I just forgot what it's called. Scorched. There we go. Scorched earth policy. Okay. Which means as the Germans are coming in, Russia is burning everything ahead of them. Russia's burning everything. Why? Russia's burning their own land? Yeah, that means Germany has no supplies. Scorched earth policy, we actually see it quite a bit throughout history. So there's no supplies, there's no shelter, there's no nothing. That means there's no animals to eat. That means there's no places. I mean, they've burned any place that you can get shelter. See the snow? I love snow. I want like layers of snow and I like the cold. I love the cold. But I don't think I want to fight a war in it. I really don't want to fight a war. But look at this. These guys are in a little tiny trench and look at the snow. Look. In Midland, we have snow that like barely covers the ground and the grass still sticks up through the snow. But look at this. You can see the snow on top of the ground. Look at that. You want to fight in that? Look at this. Poor guy. He's all like hunched up, like he's cold. And see, the thing is, the Russians are used to this. It's nothing for the Russians. The Germans aren't used to it. And not only are the Germans not used to it, the Germans don't have the right kind of coats. They don't have the right kind of stuff. Not only the cold, but the starvation. Just gets crazy. This right here is just a statue saying, yeah, woohoo, we did it, Mother Russia. I don't know why I included her. Okay, look. When all is said and done at those cities, the German military goes from 2.5 million to less than 100,000. Guys, the population of Midland is like 120,000. That's like way below our population in Midland. Whoa. Think about that. Whoa. Look how many people the German military lost. Now, everybody didn't die. I mean, some of the people left. They were just like, bye, we're leaving. But look at that. This is a terrible loss. You have 90,000 people left, and you started out with 2.5 million. How's the German military doing now? Not. And you poked the bear. You promised, Hitler, that you weren't going to fight Russia. And you did. And Joseph Stalin says, oh, heck no. Joseph Stalin is coming with a vengeance and with numbers of troops that are absolutely mind blowing to me. I cannot imagine this many people all going to one city, Berlin, looking for one man, Hitler. Biggest loss. And we're going to start looking at that loss in a minute. We do need to take a time out and deal with the Holocaust. Yes, I hear it every year. Do we have to? Yes, you do. And you should be ashamed that you just did that. So that's next. Bye, guys.